Good morning, student. Today we will discuss our 10th unit, training and doping in sports. Training is the process of preparing an individual for any event. Training means the word training means to give practicals and theoretical knowledge. Okay, training means to give practical and theoretical knowledge, but in physical educations the word training has a deep meaning. Training, it is a long process. Okay, training is a long process in which we give the training in a systematic and scientific way by which the performance by which the sports performance is improved. Okay, so sports training enhance the performance of an individual. Training in sports is performed to improve and increase the performance of an individual so that positive result can be achieved. In game and sports training, we give training in a systematic and scientific way by which the performance can be increased. This is the meaning of training. And to Matthew, sports training is the basic form of preparation of a sports person's means sports training means preparing a sports person's. Training methods consist of training period, which split into training season, and training seasons are further divided into training schedule. So in training methods, at the time of giving training, the training the training methods in training methods consists of training period. Okay, training period like preparatory period, competition period, transaction period, etc. So in training methods, training is divided into training period, and this training period is again split into training season, and these training seasons are further divided into training schedules, and we perform the exercise activity according to the training schedule. Training methods are also divided into macrocycles, microcycles, and macrocycles, mesocycles, and microcycles. First, look at here. Sports training. Okay, sports training, it is divided into three part: preparative part, competition part, and transaction part. In preparative part, we prepare an individual for the competitions. In competition part, the participate in the competition. In transactions part, it is a relaxation part. Or we can divide the training into three parts: mesocycle, macrocycle, mesocycles, and microcycle. Mesocycles, okay. Macrocycles means related to month workout planning of the month, and mesocycles means uh, week month planned, week workout planned, and microcycles means day workout plan. Okay, so training methods is also divided into macrocycle, mesocycle, and microcycles. In mesocycles, we plan the workout for a month. In mesocycles, we plan the workout for a week, and in microcycles, we plan the workout for a days, and according to that plan we perform the training. The training has to be performed in a systematic and scientific way as per the schedule and season session. ठीक है, जैसा शेड्यूल है, जैसा सेशन है, उसी के अनुसार we have to do a training. Training involve sufficient repetitions of work. In training, we should do the workout in a repetition until we are not expert in that workout. So in training the basic skill their mastery is achieved. ठीक है, जो बेसिक स्किल है उसको हमें बार बार रिपीटेट करना चाहिए. वी शुड डू रिपीटेशन ऑफ दैट स्किल जब तक till we are masters in that skills. And advanced skill advanced skills are practiced only after achieving the mastery of the basic skill. Okay, first we have to masters in basic skills, and after becoming a master in a basic skill we have to we have to practice advanced skill. And training program, the training program has to be planned previously and this should be followed. Okay, first we have to make a training plan and then we have to follow that training plan in a systematic way so as to improve the performance. If we do the workout, we do the training according to the planning, according to the schedules, then our performance will be improved. And it should be followed in a systematic progressions way without bringing any decline in performance. The training has to be followed proper loading and adaptations. The loading should be done only after adaptations in a progressive way, and there should be a sufficient rest and recovery after each activity or after each workout. The proper rest and recovery should be given, and we should also motivate the sports person to give his best. Let's discuss the training period. The training period, sports training concept. Sports training is divided into three parts: preparative period, competition period, and transactional period. Preparative period, in this period players achieve physical fitness and skill efficiency for the competitions. Okay, in preparative period we prepare the individual for the competitions. We improve his physical fitness, we develop his skill efficiency. In this preparative periods means preparing for the competitions. In preparative period there are three phases. First phase, in this phase of training the players develop general ability related to physical fitness. Like in first phase we should develop strength and endurance. Okay, in first phase the player develop the general ability relating to physical fitness, that is strength and endurance. Strength means ability to overcome the resistance, and endurance means ability to do an activity for a long period of time. So in preparative period and first phase we should develop strength and endurance, and it is perfect for about 4 to 6 months. And first phase it is of 4 to 6 month practice in an annually planned training methods. Second phase is in this phase of training. In second phase of training the players should develop a specific physical fitness ability, that is speed, flexibility and coordination ability. Okay, in second phase the players should develop speed, means ability to do activity as fast as possible. Flexibility means ability ability to stretch his joint in a maximum range, अपने joint को maximum range तक stretch करना. And coordinative ability, coordinations means ability to coordinate various movement efficiently and effectively without getting unbalanced. So in second phase of training the players should develop speed, flexibility and coordination ability. And players learn mastery over the advanced skill and technique, and this is of 2 month practice. ठीक है, ये कम से कम 2 महीने, we should do 2 month practice. And last is third phase of training. In this phase of training, the player develop tactics and strategies. Okay, in this phase the player develop tactics and strategies and try to achieve every perfection in the competition. Okay, in first phase basic physical fitness is developed. Okay, in first phase basic physical fitness is developed, that is strength and endurance is developed, and it is of 4 to 6 month, 4 से 6 महीने का. And in second phase we should develop specific physical fitness of the individual, that is we should develop speed, flexibility and coordinative ability, and he should be mastered over the skill, technique. We should have good skill, good technique, etc. And it is of 2 month, ये कम से कम 2 महीने की होती है. And last, in third phase the players develop tactics and strategies. ठीक है, in this phase the player develop tactics and strategies and try to achieve perfection for the competitions. He develop tactics, strategy for the competitions and try to achieve perfection in every skill, in every things. So to achieve perfection in the competitions. Second, competition period. In this period the player participate for the competitions. Okay, in competition players, the player participate in the competitions and the aim is to achieve top performance in the competition. Okay, competition period the players participate in the competitions. In competition period initially some practice competitions, ठीक है, और some practical match are played before the competitions where their mistake are correct, and after the practice match the actual match the players participate in the actual match where the motivations and feedbacks are provided to improve his performance, to motivate the players. Okay, in competition period the player participate in the competition, player competition में participate करता है, and the aim is to achieve top performance. In competition period there is two part. First, the player participate in a practice match from which their his mistake are correct. जो भी इसका mistake है, we do the correction of his mistake, and after the practice match the actual match are participate. After participating in practice match the players participate in the actual match, and we do the motivations and give them feedback for their high performance, to improve his performance. And third is transactional period, also known as off-season period. Transaction period, it is a relaxation period after the competition. In transaction period means relaxation, recovery period. In this period the player get recovery from the competitions. He get the recovery from the competition stress, tensions, and maintain physical ability for the next competition. In this transaction period some recreational activities are performed, or similar types of activities are performed in this transactional period. Okay, transactional period means relaxation period. The players perform the activity, similar types of activity or some recreational activity to relax himself, to relax his mind, body, etc. These are the three period of training methods: preparative period, competition period, and transaction period. Preparative period means preparing a player for the competitions. Okay, in preparative period we prepare a player for the competitions. In competitions period, the player participate in the competition. And transaction period is a recovery period, recreational period. We do transactional after the competition period for the recovery. Principle of sports training. What are the principle of sports training? Principle are the scientific and systematic way to improve performance. By we have to follow the principles to improve the performance. These principles guide us to develop our physical fitness ability. Training program. The training program has to follow the principles of training, like principle of continuity. By following these principles, okay, this principle is the scientific and systematic way. By performing the principle of sports training, we can improve the performance. The first principle is principle of continuity and regularity. Regularity is very important to improve further, to improve the performance. So the program of the training should be followed regularly without a long break. Irregular schedule does not improve fitness. It is a biologically necessary. So principle of continuity means we should do the workout in a regular base, in a continuity, in a continuously, without a long break. If you take a break, then uh, then your performance, then your improvement will be reduced. So continue continue your training. Don't break your training. If you continue your training, then your performance will be improved. Principle of proper overloading. We should follow a principles of proper overloading. That is, the workload should be increased gradually. That is, it should be increased step by step. Only after the adoptions of previous work or load. We should increase the load only after the adoptions of previous load. Okay, we should increase the load step by step. For examples, first अगर हमें 10 kg का लोड, इफ़ वी हैव टू 10 kg लोड, अगर हमें 10 kg का लोड उठाना है, then first we should have the ability of 1 kg, फिर 2 kg, 3 kg. Means we have to adapt, we have to increase our load step by step. So we should follow the principles of adoptions of overload. Okay, first we have to adapt the previous loads, then only we have to increase the load. Principle of specific and scientific training. The activity should be performed in a scientific and systematic way according to the requirement of game. It should particularly improve the desired ability. We should perform the training according to the need of the game, according to the requirement. According to the requirement, we should perform the training, and we should do the training in a specific and scientific way. Principle of individual difference. The training program should be according to the individual difference, because no two individuals are same. Every individuals are different. So we have to make the sports training, we have to make the training program according to the individual difference. For examples, the adult, the recovery period for the child required more time for the recovery as compared to adult. Okay, children require more recovery period as compared to the mature people. So principle of individuals different. The training program should be according to individual difference. Principle of rest and recovery. There should be a proper rest, relaxations and sleep after every schedule of hard working. After doing any hard working, hard activity, hard workout, we should take a proper rest. Proper rest, so that proper rest and the recovery should not be, and the rest and recovery period should not be very long. Okay, we should take a rest, but the rest period or recovery period should not be very long. And after the rest and recovery, he should again ready for the this workout. Okay, the principle of rest and recovery, we should follow the proper rest and recovery principles. Proper warming up and limbering down. Warming up means increasing the body temperatures. Before performing any activity, we should perform warming up. By performing a warming up, it helps to reduce the injury. And limbering down means cooling down. After every physical activity, we should perform limbering down, means we should do cool down exercise to bring our body temperature to its normal level, so that it's hard to relax the body. Principle of progression. The training program should follow a proper progressions, means at the time of training we should start with easy activity and then harder activity later. Okay, this is known as principle of progressions, means we should always start the activity with a easy activity and then move toward the hard activity, that is from simple to complex. Always start with the simples and then go for the furthers. Safety and preventions. Prevention is always better than cure, so we should keep in mind the safety measure by performing the physical training schedules. At the time of performing physical training, we should keep in mind the safety principles and proper preventions. Safety principles, preventions like using the equipment, etc. Means we should keep in mind the safety principles. Psychological feedback. Psychological feedback means motivations. Keep the enthusiasms and pleasures in activity. It energizes to perform further. Thus, training should consider motivational factors. Psychological factors. If we psychological factors means related to mind. If we motivate the persons, he will do his best and increase his performance. Okay, psychological feedback. So at the time of training, we should motivate them. We should give them psychological feedback. ठीक है, उनको 20-20 में मोटिवेट करते रहना चाहिए, उनको उनके परफॉर्मेंस का फीडबैक देते रहना चाहिए, सो दैट दे मोटिवेट, सो दैट दे एनर्जाइज, ताकि सो दैट दे मे बी एनर्जाइज. ठीक है, ताकि वो एनर्जेटिक हो. इसीलिए वी शुड गिव फीडबैक इन बिटवीन द वर्कआउट. We should motivate. Medical checkup. Before performing in any activity, we should have a proper medical checkup. Doctor consultations should be taken in case of any injury, illness, repeat weakness, etc. So, always perform the training. Always do the training only after the medical checkup. If you are fit, if you are physically, mentally, socially fit, then only do a training. Total body involvement. The training program should be designed in such a way that one should exercise every part of the body to ensure proportions body development, that is total body involvement. At the time of training program, when you are performing in training, the training program should be in such a way that your total body involvement should be, there should be a total involvement of your body at the time of training. Okay, so principle of total body involvement. At the time of training, your your total body should be involved. Adaptations and tolerance. Exercise performed by an individual should be adapt to one's tolerance ability. Okay, adaptations means exercise. Exercise उसके adaptations capacity के अनुसार ही होना चाहिए. The exercise should be according to his adaptation, according to his adaptations capacity. So the individual should be adapt to one's tolerance ability. हमें उस एक्सरसाइज उनके टॉलरेंस एबिलिटी के अनुसार ही देना चाहिए. ठीक है, एक्सरसाइज टॉलरेंस इज द लेवल at which the human favorable response to training. So the exercise, the training should be according to the adaptations and tolerance ability of an individual. Principle of load and adaptation. Principle of load and adaptations. This principle states that workout or load should be gradually increased in a progressive way according to adaptations. Load हमेशा gradually in a step by step increase करना चाहिए. Only after the adaptations of the previous load you should increase the others load. Previous load adapt होने के बाद ही, after the adaptations of previous loads, then only increase the load. This increase in workout or load has to be given in two way: step methods or linear method. Principle of reversibility and repetitions. According to this, the workout or load must be done with sufficient repetition. We should do the workout repeatedly. We should perform the activity in our repetitions. ये नहीं कि हमें एक बार एक्सरसाइज करके छोड़ना है, नहीं. We should do the workout in our repetitions. The workout should be in our repetition ways, as well as reversibility. The activity should be repeat again and again so that proper adaptations and acclimatizations should be taken up by the individuals. If you do the activity repeatedly, then there will be the proper adaptations of the exercise, and the next schedules should be practiced before starting the new schedules or the workout. ठीक है, दूसरा स्टार्ट करने से पहले we have to revise the previous one. These are the principle of sports training. Okay, first principles is principle of continuity. We should the training should be in a continuous process. ठीक है, the training should be in a continuous process without a long break. Training हमेशा continuously होना चाहिए. We should perform the training continuously. Proper overloading. There should be a proper overloading. The loading should be in a progressive way, that is step by step. Principle of specific and scientific training. The training program should be according to the scientific and systematic way. We should give the training in a systematic way. Principle of individual difference. Every individual is different, so the training program is also different. Okay, the training program is also different according to that individual. Principle of rest and recovery. The training program, at the time of training, there should be proper rest and recovery period. Okay, at the time of workout, we should give a proper rest and recovery, so that proper recovery, so that one can ready for the next workout. We should give proper rest, proper warming up and limbering down. Before performing any activity, before doing the training, we should perform warming up. Warming up helps to increase your body temperatures. If your body temperature increase, there will be the less chance of injury. And after the training, after the competition or after the training is over, you should do a cool down. Cool down helps to bring your body temperature to its normal levels. It helps to relax the body, mind. Principle of progressions. Principle of progressions means we should perform the activity in a progressive way, that is from simple to hard work. First we have to perform the simple exercise and then we have to go for the hard, that is principle of progression. Safety and prevention. We should, at the time of training, we should follow the safety principle and its prevention. Psychological feedback. Principle of psychological feedback means at the time of training we should give them motivation. Okay, at the time of training we should motivate the players, we should give them feedback in between the training. Medical checkup. Before participating in training program, the proper medical checkups should be done. If you are medically fit, then only you participate in the training. Total body involvement. The training program should be total body involvement. Principle of load and adaptations. Principle of load and adaptations. The workout or load should be gradual, that is increase the load only after the adaptations of the previous load. Principle of reversibility and repetitions. The workout should be repeated again and again for its perfection. These are the principle.